In the Dark by DJ Snake and Stray Kids is out, and it's a completely different sound for Stray Kids, so I imagine there are a lot of people who are confused about who is singing when. I am here to tell you, and also hopefully give some insight as to how you might be able to tell the different members' voices apart if you're new here. So that is Seungmin starting off. As surprising as it is to hear him sing about your homie's drop top, I will say that the way the vocals have been edited for this track does make them sound a little bit different to how they normally would, but their distinctive characteristics are still there. So Seungmin, I always hear so much space in his mouth. Also, he has very distinct S sounds. You can just generally hear that there's a lot of sound being created within his mouth. Guys, I'm sorry, these explanations are not good. So that's Chan, and for me, Chan sounds so distinctly Australian every time, so I find him very easy to identify. He tends to have fuller vowel sounds than Seungmin. He tends to really bounce off a consonant into a vowel. Seungmin would sing loud, and Chan would sing loud. Now Lino's one is crazy, I can't lie. The radio still works. For me, Lino has a very forward sound that is very distinctly shaped around his mouth. So while I hear Seungmin sort of fill an open cavern in his mouth with sound, I hear Lino very much push it through his mouth. And you can just hear his mouth having to work a lot to form words. I don't want to live another day without you in the dark. So Felix sings the first half of the chorus and it's amazing. He sounds great. Felix, for me, whenever he is singing in that sort of higher tone of his voice, is the most speaky. He's the one that sounds the most sort of plain and simple with his voice, which isn't a criticism, that is a type of singing. He just sort of sings like he's speaking. Hyunjin ends up taking over the second half of the chorus, and for me, you can always hear Hyunjin's tongue. I've said it before, I'll say it 100 times. You can hear it in the way that he forms his words, but also he will add a vocal cry all of the time. Telling me to go, my GPS was broken. I don't meditate, so I am gonna take up hella space in my mind. So that's Changbin. I would say he has quite a thin singing voice. He just also has quite distinct word pronunciation that I can't really explain. Maybe we'd be cool with the sweet and bitter taste. Han sounds really different in this song, actually. For me, you can always hear his sounds coming up and out of the top of his head. The radio still works, locked into your frequency. Ian's voice is so distinct that I almost can't explain it. Like, I just clearly know it's him singing. And say it's just all around here. That's really it. And then the chorus is Felix and Chunjin again. There you go.